adding things to wine, adding things to beer.
In fact, it would be abnormal not to add something to wine. So wine is routinely described in the ancient Greek as unusually intoxicating, seriously mind-altering, occasionally hallucinogenic, and potentially lethal. And for that reason, one of the words used to describe wine for like 1,000 years, from Homer to the fall of the Roman Empire, was pharmacon, which is drug, pharmacy. That's the word they used ritually, formulaically, to describe wine because it was routinely spiked with toxins and herbs and plants.
Now, was this just when they were having these rituals, but when they were eating, they would just drink wine normally, right?
There was everyday table wine like we have today,
right?
But it was more, they wouldn't take 2 pills with a glass of water. They would dissolve their medicine into wine. Wine is described by Pat McGovern at UPenn, for example, as the universal palliative. That's how you would self-administer medicine. It's why Dioscorides, when I mentioned in the Materia Medica from the 1st century AD, it's why he has all these recipes. A lot of them are just medicinal. Not all of them resulted in these fantastic visions. When he talked about your swollen genitals, it's because he was trying to offer a recipe for that. And that goes back hundreds and hundreds of years into the Greek tradition. But the interesting part of it is that if you go all the way back to Homer, 8th, 7th century BC, you do find this other kind of wine being mixed. Wine for a ritualistic purpose, like Circe, the famous witch, the daughter of Hecate, who we found in Spain. So Circe is routinely, again, mixing, Homer calls it pharmaca lugra, evil drugs, into the wine. You could also mix healing drugs into the wine, but there was essentially a whole pharmacopoeia available to them.
Wow. Well, thank God you wrote this book, man.